Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe it to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. And don't go. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for sure say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help me for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. Welcome to another beautiful edition of the program. We had, of course, it's Alex says something like one for happen. So the lie man inside the lie case now will make the program be lie for today. But thank God we don't come nothing like lie no they happen. As we talk that inside the program today, wow, we big man, that's me uncle, me special man, that's the caretaker of the yard, caretaker. You don't talk say in a possible you know they lie. Anything we know able for doing all the talk but me you know say na ziggies or they give you. You remember always everything don't talk. They all don't come to reality. Anyway, it say let you wait till the election come, then you take a manifesto, begin watch page by page. Then you go able for all onto accounts based on what you don't talk. So some of them think the way they can talk for like we yes sweet. We not in a manifesto where you can talk and you not do them. We in no call and they lie you. In fact, in call and say not to in part of your waiting, so you can just give you ball number. Take note of that day and be wise. Yeah. When they come back to that one day, well, fire don't kasara some people them na Kroobay. Fire don't kasara some people them na Kroobay. Well, we go can look how 500 people them again na Kroobay don't be homeless because of fire. Fire na the same side, the same day, two different locations. Yeah, the same day, one early morning, one sometime, then born. All that they mix together and it costs something like 500 people away don't be homeless. Well, last time they cry and that the other hand themselves will be then as Susan's be with that big fire about be happen. Then self they cry say, the government not look there. More people themselves not look they come to the rescue. And now in season, it's Alex say it better let them for the sleep now though because the life where they live now. Yeah, let God help inside this we country here we call we heard. Anyway, as that's all the big, the mommy. I named self. Then say them be don't pull no drum. Okay, let's see what you can say about it again. Small, yeah. It don't confirm say inside the party that thing where they call power mean violence. It do that they inside one in special, Facebook post. Then we see them say, this and he supports certain things them and say he not there against he hates bullying and all of them things and well we can look inside all of them things and inside the program to you. Hey, me uncle, as all these DB team up now UN inside he address them, begin talk about the SDGs, when are the sustainable development goals. He talk fine thing them, but me not ever really talk about how things can go in the country, how the people and they cry, how angry don't boku, where all organizations, they including reputable international organizations, they talk about hunger and other things then. And I think they talk about Tamo, but anyway, hit for with the like button. Where they come, dong. If you just join we, welcome. This is a program we are. My name na Sembe Pierre. Well, interestingly, like yesterday, day before yesterday, yes, we talk about one popular but crazy guy. One popular but crazy guy where he surface, he come janjara. Then he say he don't get in your Uma. Well, some people them say na old video, but some people them not be don't see that video yet. So we choose for being and come to you. Relax whilst we prepare yourself. Fine man for coming inside the program, yeah. Watch it. So we'll come back just now. Hey, I said, Madam, what's your name? Madam Black, what's your name? So now with the tequila, Dombe. Yes. Okay, no, it's clear. So so black and say 20 tall. So I make a very white. Not clear. But don't you do man. So
right. Okay. So yeah, you know what's your name again? So yeah, Kalon.
What's your name?
I'm from Musai.
From Musai.
From Bontmoyama. So now black make it kind of Tonya.
I swear to God.
So black for one I don't go house now. Black for one I don't go house now. Okay, they give me one.
Now what? Sit down. A mixer.
Okay. So now they go now. Okay.
No one other way going for contest with Blacker. Blacker the rock. He really the kicking game to the highest degree. So I think say that's not that and they do you light thing say then call her Romeo and Juliet. Of let's say Rose and waiting. Sabi now, me I sabi there, but you know. But anyway, that's a Blacker who will use for get yourself relaxed inside the program today. So we will come and get good things them when they come inside the program. But as we don't get that thing there for get yourself relaxed, let me just go back and see waiting the happen as Kroobay themselves been cry yesterday. So let me see how it been talk after the whole fire business been don't happen. Okay, let me hear waiting the people themselves have been say cause this fire.
Kroobay na one pan the slum community them na Freetown and fire and other disaster like flooding always can bug people in this community. Plenty people and be left with shock after two different fire been happen yesterday. Some of the victims then we talk to AYV explain what waiting they know about the fire.
This fire happened to them yesterday no more. The first one over and I left. As at the point we don't start from 5 a.m. Some minutes after 5 a.m. in the morning we fed me and we and the youth man and other community members them. We fed them water. And this other side out so this other side out so now as you see this place born 4 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday.
Thick business doing some bad currents and cause the fire. But actually the south side the fire starts, the person on the day when they don't come out, we go off court. So the fire left happened there in back. So there's no bad currents. You know die, people and just damage small no. But nobody know that.
The message by the central government, yeah, the government help me. I beg no more, they beg for let them help me. Because this we not do and by willful, and nobody not go sit down, they call problem for himself.
The Deputy Director of Relief and Response na the National Disaster Management Agency, Molu Briwa talk about waiting them fan out and self call on people and for do things them way go make fire and other disaster not happen in the community.
Open source information, waiting we don't gather is the second fire. The first fire they don't know waiting happen, they just say electrical problem. But waiting we don't gather from the first, the second fire where they say happen. They say that somebody left a DVD unattended, a go. You know, I think blackout with this way lights come the surge of the power and cause the fire. This is now waiting density. And because they tell we down we be done they talk to people in them communities there about them kind of thing and we therefore continue to talk to them about the dangers for left equipment there unattended. About 585 affected people, you know, from Peking to elderly or aged people then, persons then, population. Then, like I said, 34 houses, 16 totally burned down and the other one in a partial burning take place today. We get 117 total households we affected. And the president has sent message through we for tell them saying let us stop for do things that when they put them at danger. When I left them electrical equipments them on loan are not there.
All right, so na in that day, that na waiting be happen na Kroobay and waiting then find out say na in cause that wahala day na Kroobay. Well, people they don't cry. This na another big number. Thank God it not cause problem pass so because we know how that community they tight. We know how the planning in the Ministry of Planning, not the work, you know, because we don't they say how people and just the bill, how they want for bill, you know, people in the lock access road, sign no day for lay fire force go, sign no day for lay ambulance go, that's some of them community there. So a totally no plan, and it's a shame and disgrace for say a really day inside the city we not get any decent planning. So I think this, not to the first time, this we don't they call on government for let actually they look at them things there. So remember one time when flooding be happen, where we see then they run with people from pan to pan, we not there for pass. Yeah, so this now one of the community then this way really bad. Well, then say now due to the alleged now due to the electrical, you know, the fault. Yeah, now it make this thing happen. So well, then call them bad light. Well, now two sides to the coin. It can be saying that light way can carry with heavy voltage and create the problem. Or sometimes it can be seen that because some of them not able to maintain or take care of the electrical appliances then very well. Some people can left in sets or whatever on until lights no there, and then where EDSA send them crazy lights, it can just do what you want for do. So it advisable for anything where you go out or where you left you think them, you make sure say you put them because we not get stable light at all. You get for take that into serious consideration. And the government they're not prioritize their disaster management things them at all. Look at the fire force. From donkey years, how we did, so it did. Now the one institution, that the one a government institution, we not they grow at all. So you get for another one day. Let we forget about the mutuka them. Let we look at their hydrants them, their fire hydrants them. Now the different side there. You get fire hydrants throughout the city, but guess what? Water no they run now their hydrants in there. Some of their hydrants and they don't pass 30, 40 years, or from 20 to now. Yeah. Where they know they open them at all. So they're all lost. Remember a few times I don't they tell you say most of the pipe the way they inside the city not to for say water not go able for run them because they don't rust and then nothing not they able for pass. How it begin? They begin with bolo where they not take care of farm, it turn dirty, rust, and then finally everything done. So now in don't block most of the fire hydrants then. If you ask some fire force officer the right now say they're not supposed to most of the fire hydrants they get because they not use them. Then just get one of the most popular fire hydrants at the east, when are the one at Eastern Police, Kisi Road in front of Annie Walsh, yeah? When are the most popular. Imagine fire the happen other side. You get for one can at that point say forget water and sometimes they get one at the extreme by then ferry drunk support. That's safe a contestable because I'm not too sure of that, but I'm sure of the one within the Eastern Police because then can open regularly. Guma they open them, then self they open them. But apart from that, they no operational fire hydrants no day in the city. Yeah, when a serious one, and this is a very big problem. The last time that Susan's Bay, they don't talk say they wear out the thing and bug day. Now because of this are the reason and they yeah utility facilities them for let them able for access them side and they know they. So you see how more problem will get for the B. Well, as we don't talk about Kroobay, let we run back na Susan's Bay. Outside that force a labor problem in come up. Outside themselves still they cry for government for let it come to their aid.
From Susan's Bay bonus. The water they enter per week bang. Na bonus. Who they build say do clean. If you guys are picking and bang guys are the cold for them. Say so man they will not able to sleep. Me that me other girl picking the right now the cold you don't hold like foot all not sweat swell. The booster right now all not boss. You water the enter per week the mosquito them. See for it bang guys are not to no get some. They will they beg papa government. They don't sorry for we. No na can be for you. Come on go use at this community. This rain. If say come on and don't clear. Who they bad because we sleep tell clean. Who they bad when we sleep tell clean.
What happened? We una come on a door.
Who come on a door. What first side for time na they if they can clear all the things them.
So what you appeal now?
Say now no see nothing yet for can be. No that the end or not to the end. But there would be papa government they can be for you.
I do have vexu, but sorry guys side. Stay for sleep back.
This game we can end this year. How you immune now na this
one I really feel fine.
I see what's inside this place. Now the raining.
The rain where they come at the sofa, they sleep what the boots back they leak. The boots they leak now they sofa, they hold me picking and they cry. The boots they look no more, the water they very tight no more. So now they enforce no more.
Well, when I go authorities there, what do you can tell now with this kind of thing they do now?
They can't tell me say play patients no more, they can't be for me.
But up to now, I'm not saying anything yet. But now you see
well, when the water they come, Tapolin then they leak. We will sleep and I pass with bed before we able to sleep. Because the water the rain they come, they leak up, they inside where the water they flop, they cannot go inside.
Fine. This can we can then there. I will look for now, don't get.
This the boots they going out. Then we want ace this boot here first. Pass where we the hold the boots inside. You are talking about all the leak inside. Pass we build. We don't build back. We can inside we take the pieces there. So while the government can be for it. They beg for help. So they beg for help.
I guess most people can here so cold they affected.
And they affected. Jesus, you back in the hospital, I come also. But I'm back all now. They charge you back. But home money no day.
All right, so one thing where I can describe where authority them as now like September rain. We authority them now like September rain. When something happen, they can speed in the name of campaign. Let them see them say, hey, we've been sympathize with them. We waiting with them. We give them thing. Now this be the talk. We people them, yeah? We leaders them, not the think of tomorrow. I've been telling you say, now like you look at inside things fall apart. Where all thing up waiting happen today, now today sabi. Tomorrow I say God go provide. Now so we leader than they think. Like them kind of people yeah. Not of us say we not get money. We get money. We get money. But we prefer for put up any other kind of thing. We prefer for put up that enjoyment business. And then we left the way out the people in the suffer. But again, if find way some of we the suffer then kind way they are so. Because we go able for no waiting for do. And who's kind leader where we they put at certain point and certain time. This man where they call caretaker bio. He go na this place. He go make. Waka go down there waiting as if he waiting. The other one back, Samura. Go there, go make. Nothing sustainable, they're not able for put for them people there. So look at the tapol where they IOM. Government not able for do anything sustainable for the people them. Nothing. Then they suffer. Then Kroobay self don't go get in your wahala. So you imagine now who's kind of problem. You go see them take them to left foot, them go down the back for go say then they give emergency service to them. Emergency now they done. After emergency, not till now did happen again. All the legacy now rotting system. Because outside we get any sober government with sober institution, then people that to tapol for the tapolin them for the for almost months now then for the param. Then get young baby them na them place then they cold inside thick rain season like this. Cold the be with them picking in day. You know what's a pneumonia. That chronic cold. Now then side there so then people can develop them. Then picking there. But one time now you go there in picking them put them supposed to say then go give emergency relief. You go say one a government. This not government. This not emergency problem that happen with them people in your cities in them. We lost everything. Everything. Till now the people in the cry. It's a shame, eh? But I go bet you just know, if not been 2 months to election and they don't do something where the people are saying. Because the money they. Then they keep the money only for campaign and waiting. Yeah? This not a one side of the coin. Yeah? We the one that we want rule we or the one that we the rule we they all get their own money them where they don't thief. So waiting bad for let them help them people there. If not dirty block, then buy I call them cement, build for the other people there, make them see. Waiting they happen. But we government them, we leaders, only that word where go make you feel good and vote for them, and then good palm. That word where they make them convince you for votes, now in them sober pan. But I wonder now, whose time you go begin get sense with all that kind of thing there. All that kind of thing. That is not a politics. It's about the people. Now about the people. Imagine you put yourself in that kind of situation there. I bet you what happen. The time where the commercial bank MD or what die. A go there. Okay? You know, waiting, it don't put. We don't see from reports where African Express they leak. Where they own to themselves, they die almost billion. They don't put. Say they go tell Osh for bearing. Where it's not acceptable at all. But now we talk about the voters. We not value in the case like this. But the only value and important when it comes to election. But to them, when they believed, then they spend a lot of billions. When they picking them, they fumble and they married, then they spend a lot of billions. But when the ordinary voter, the valuable voter, they cry, they can't do anything. How much months they pay pieces and plastic now they them people had to sleep? How many months? How many months? If na dirty block them be choke safe, God for don't bless you now. But again, let me see what in the happen. See Kroobay don't join it don't go nearly 1,000 because this now over 1,500 if I not lie, because this now over almost 1,000 people they right away homeless na this particular Susans-based community. Then about 500 are homeless standard. Yeah. Nothing will get for me. Low watch. This now the slum area that we talk about so. The question is, who sign next? We pray that nothing bad no happen again. This year, not a flood. This year, not a mudslide. This year, na fire. A very big fire. But waiting, na the responsibility of the government. It's a nil. Now only talk and talk. Na in good pan. Na in sabi for do. But it is well. The time go fit clock. That's I mean no more. I know about that day. And I know say it happen every now and then. Okay. So now, let me move small bit. I Congo Sana SLBC. And I see them they do one work. Remember say medicine. Then quack doctor them. They all over the place right now. And I think kind people and then just they treat people them. As you sick so. Hey, me, doctor. That Pepe doctor. Doctor, I know well. You know malaria again. Doctor, I know well. You know typhoid again. Doctor, I know well. Me this, me that. And say na this again. Malaria and typhoid are the best thing we can ever come out of the mouth without test. Okay, so now we see waiting the authority them don't begin for do with regards this particular thing. They don't begin run after some of them claim then they when not they register. Well, not to because they need to find out they say they're not register. So then concerned about something. Let's listen this when they come back just now.
The world they approach post-corona period, access to well-body business at the order of the day, and safe good for the well-body one of citizens them na the country. The Medical and Dental Council na salon that the body were responsible for regulate the standards of training for well-body work and also people them wey get clinic all about the country. Before this term, the council don't make plenty efforts for check them plenty clinic where they all about the country for know whether they fit for operate and they also they meet the registration period. Now for sake of this make the Medical and Dental Council don't continue with a routine check for lock plenty clinic when not they meet the standards for operating at the country. The president for the Medical and Dental Council, Dr. David Idris Kamara, been talk about how they conduct their routine check here for make sure say the people and well-body one come first and also the registration process for well-body workman them and then clinic them always they intact.
1994 say, it don't tell people they operate, doctor they practice, they don't be clinic, open hospital, but nobody do the regulator. So then people that think say it better not get an institution where 9 days for regulated people there, so that at least if you go practice, let us you know for the institution they come before they can practice, you bring your document there first for check say you qualify before they give paper for go practice. And then if you are open clinic or hospital, then people have to go check first for say this clinic or this hospital is suitable before they give you license. It's just like who gets their SLRSA. When you don't buy a motor car before you the driver, you go first for a license for the motor car. And then if you are a driver, you say forget license. That's the same thing. If you are for work, you the doctor, you forget license first.
Certify you say you.
Therefore check your document there. with the registrar, with the committee, then satisfy say you document authentic before they give you the doctor license. But we renew every year. Just like Mutukan, we renew now. And then they get the clinic back. Instead, therefore go check her first. Because if you say Rawo in the clinic for pull teeth, therefore say again what is necessary for pull teeth. And what is necessary for making pull teeth? If you not there, then give license. And if you don't give license, you begin practice, you don't offend the law.
The inspection saw been begin a model junction. Now the Al Shifa clinic, Usai, the authority them been lock the clinic as them not renew them license for some time now. Where the team reach na Lemon Lane off Kisi Road, one Chinese doctor, where then at the Guanjin Hospital, been tower force. But later be agree for let them lock in clinic as INSEF not renewing license now for some time. Now Jwe, na the Maka Arab clinic, then be lock 'em, and because the owner where they run the business, now the clinic they no register it and safe, then be tell them say need for go na the council before it start for operate. Dr. Jibao Sandi na one pan the doctor them and also na the registrar na the dental and medical council. It talk say for let somebody start for operate where the council no get and go ahead, it's not crime. And then they're not good for the country as well. They say plenty pandemic people where don't continue this act. Now then Arab clinic them. They not agree for take to order and register them clinic them. Where you go continue for look and see how them people there go comply and make sure say they do waiting the master sabi people they want so that at the end of the day people then go get well body fine one. For where you see me now look at the reports.
All right, like I say, it come up from SLBC. Yeah, the way you steam. All right, so we look at this thing. It's good. Now, two sides to the coin I can always get. It's good that then they begin chase them for let they register. Because some of them, they're not a register, sell things to people, them do all waiting they want for do. At the end of the day, waiting they happen. They run away. Nothing, they know they take responsibility. We don't see even inside the government hospital, na put locker. Yeah, we see outside then say one doctor they do operation, a left scissors inside this woman. Yeah, a left hand day between in abdomen and a leg, a left hand day take this thing turn other thing the woman not able for ever use in foot. Pass way one day, then take am for go do X-ray for no waiting at this problem because he can always dey feel pain. Then detect say na scissors did it. So not only them quack side there, even the doctors themselves, they need for the monitor very well. But now we look at this thing. There's so much particular about one thing. They not say because then they treat people in bad or other things there, but because they not register and they not waiting up, up the registration. Yeah, so this not the problem. So one of the main things we're concerned about now the registration, and so when they do registration, it gets for do with finance, it gets for do with money and an income generation for themselves. So it's not about the interest of the people, but it's about the interest of the money. Waiting they can able for get out of the day for let they able for sit to themselves. Because if they really want to attack the issue of quack, then we nurse them where we get. Now, we not ever sabi usai the nursing school day. Then we doctor them where we get. We not ever sabi usai medical school day. We can just say, hey, sell give me medicine. No. As he begin sell Panadol, so they begin call an community. Doc. Now they inspire, they motivate. Just they go. Any kind of thing now, it just they prescribe. We don't see outside people and the paper doctor, them picking them na us. By the time they go to an hospital, it all late. Nothing no they for do, pass them cry. The government really need for put policies them in place and try for address them kind of things there so. But again, all of this, when you get corrupt system, you dey make way for other people and for able for do something. Why are they reach to that point thing? Because if you go to the hospital them, like for example, Connaught, if you go there, yeah, when they say X-ray where you go na other clinic them, for example, other private side where you go get them, even the same day you go do X-ray, you get them. You do blood test the same day you get them. If you go na Connaught, somebody don't call me, we take about 2 months in person then a hospital cottage. It is suffer day. Then send and say let go do X-ray na Connaught. From where you go do X-ray na Connaught, 2 months it day, they're not able for gam. In test results, pass where they satisfy, then pull them in game. Imagine the kind of pain where that person don't suffer pa na cottage. So when you get a kind of system then they, number one, people in the afraid say, then where they go, like for example, the corner for example, sat inside and the people in the afraid say as they can go so they know they return back. Number two, some people them say where they go to hospital, then they go take other sick where they not be make up for. Number three, when they go to hospital, it's very expensive. Imagine that person for eat dry rest self for the day and a problem, then he go sick, he go to hospital, waiting they happen. So the people then get no option but for able for go to that person where they can call doc, and that doc, because he don't feel the goodness of the doc, himself perform in waiting. Now this make we don't see even na the provincial area na villages them. Some people they will not ever sabi all needle and syringe. Yeah, then they go as far as using knife for say then they do operation. We don't see them it happen inside we yard. All of this because they want them way for take care of the people them, not they really take care of them. The health system every day now rotting. But if you know they pay, you know they give that the allowance to the nurse or the doctor way supposed for take care of them people in there. Waiting they happen. Now we country we find out say where you go. Now you go wait for doctor. When doctor come, they pass you back. He go first, he say they go lead or he sleep. He rest fine. Or if you want to say, they go eat first. One planning they not get. No schedule they not get. If one go to hospital, you get appointment. The doctor say come 10 o'clock. When you go 10 o'clock sharp, you meet doctor to wait for you. 10 o'clock, you meet doctor to wait for you. If doctor say come 7 o'clock, you meet doctor there. But for God's sake, if you forgo see with doctor at 7 o'clock, just go 2 o'clock. Oh. Because you see that way he come, he pass first, he go drink tea. When he come, he begin watch, he make call first. How you do now? You okay? Okay, I'll just check you no more. He come out there, he go waka, and he go do anything because he feels say na favor he do for people them. And then take oath for serve humanity. But them don't turn say na vanity then they serve. So what make quack no will continue for the God. This na the problem where we always face with inside we country. This na a very, very big problem, and a problem this we really serious. Okay, before we can go to something else, let we go quick one, yeah. Na Kenima, yes. Let we go quick na the east. Let we able for get this particular video where we happen for see again. I don't care how time it happen, but this person been don't suffer from serious political violence. So you can see the impact where this thing cause na in life. And this na be one of the kakatoa them where they team up before for say this na me party, you no go do anything. At the end of the day, it go and suffer serious problem. Now it don't suffer serious problem for party, but guess what? Now just him and him alone they go through a problem for himself. Let's watch this one and then we'll come back just now.
Fambude unado mina Maria Johnny from Pundru. Nadia born Nadia day. Once of 10, let me say March the 7th we been get election, chairmanship election. Nadia I get this damage. We did for that election day. The first day for the election, Alara 9 for the second day. Then the man there, the other told they call my genu, na they come out, they can't hear fed Pawuna Punru, they come for born with tongue. Now my request strike for let that tongue they not born. Now they I get this damage here, the court cut me hand they all. But from that time now, the only person who she say it can't help me, like the Bremadia, it tried for me. It take me to hospital. Secondly, like the mayor way it did Kenima, Thomas Bayou. It do great for me. It helped me. I get 2 million. It give me some money. So I would turn as small. After a month, it would send sympathy to me for that good. They get me daily bread. But from that time, they take up to now. I don't see nothing. But still, I tell her thank you. But no mommy, they tell you from Buddha for I get help through from the party. Let they get help from me. If not to that, right now at the stream, me and me picking them.
What's your phone number?
Anyway, my phone number not the me offer right now because then they are a new SIM I buy because that my phone before don't is water. Then there is a why they cost by Parliament and then for don't. The new phone I buy and I'll get cram the number it offer.
Okay, later you go send your phone number. If somebody want help you, make you call you. You go send your phone number. I go add them. Go before.
So at the help and the one family they help, they give me help. For not for me no more because me now I didn't share the sufferness, I didn't share the strain, but for me picking there now. The age where they right now, my woman day, I get 2 picking there from now. And I may pay their school fees and I get possible way they help me. Or I get help from that thing and they're too bad. Me Lord you say at the right now, it's too poor. All and there I need help from that. If they're able to help me, God give them the chance, I go feel happy. And I go feel too much for the pain. So now the message is why I sent to family.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pa.
Okay, so you don't see. Now a go tower for a chairman in party. Say them go to village by village. Then say them play match. So out of the match, in a one pot with them scopan. You know, this a pathetic, a sorrowful, and not a system for laugh or politicize. But at this, we deliberately bring and come to you for let you know say where you want Tima before per violence business and not the born good picking. Where you feel say you now you get rank, I can always tell you say to yourself. But if you feel say you now the bomber, when the problem they come, right are not to for you now in picking them and not able to take care of them. It just abo panel, Uda go can support them, Uda go can support them. How long you go live this life? That's why we always tell you say think twice. Because when some of them think that they come so, in the beginning, you the sister you do with person. When it happen, hey boy, we saw it for you. We know you no more they support you. Then the beginner mo, we are weak. The longest then do if then they for do am 6 months. What about the rest of your life? See no more now waiting happen in hand. Nothing no able do. Nothing. Then now it live with that pain. Now heart every time we member say he needs something able get it begin member say, hey God, if me and be okay now, hey God, the terror been did this now and not be the ask person. That's now we they call regret waff. So you see when we can tell you say politicians them not kill yourself for them. Politician, where then they go team up at them, let them team up. The only responsibility where you get, go to the polling station, cast your ballot, and make a wise decision. When you get a better leader, it will count better for you. But for say for go team up before they make like for say you know the giant of the east. This not the product of that. You see? So I hope say plenty people go see this as reason not for mixed palm violence. Say no to violence. Avoid violence. No mix for any run dabao wikishi kuskas business. Try best as you can do for make you able for get yourself a peaceful life. Try best for let you able for see with your neighbor eye to eye. Not make enemy with anybody. A unacceptable, a not a born good picking. You do understand? So this is a deliberate thing and a reason for let you see them and feel for yourself. Put yourself in position. Think of what you do right now for make your life go before. And think say, if now me now don't go into this kind of position, how I go talek? You see what it makes some people them not get on any option but for go damage themselves, let them go wait now before. Okay. This will just bring them for let you able for know waiting they happen inside we yard. This is the program we yard. My name na Sembe Pierre. We get plenty other things them where they go on inside we yard where we could definitely the bring come to you as time they go. Waiting our let we do now. I want let we go quick one. Let me go quick one. Inside that same area, the back, Usa will be in this so, and then let we see waiting be happen and how we your first lady react to this particular thing. Watch the screen. This na in Facebook post where he do. He do am 2 days ago. Wetin he say? He say, la read am verbatim, and then we go to am one for one. I dey take the first sentence or the first paragraph. He say, let me take this opportunity to congratulate their brother and son Abao for putting a great and brave fight in winning the district chairmanship election. Congratulations to all the SLPP contestants that has made it so far. Very beautiful one. Let me go down small. Let me see something. Follow on the screen. He said, I choose to congratulate Abao because, listen, I hate bullies. This is a man whose support for HEBO unmatched in the East, yet still the so-called pauper underline, the so-called pauper cabal choice for fight him because I think I choose the one say so-called cabal choose to fight him. Okay, he say choice to fight him. Okay, not a problem. Na typo, I can understand. Choose to fight him because he refused to become their page boy. You dey see wetin I dey see, you dey hear wetin I dey hear. You see wetin happen to that guy just now? Himself na the same chairman business he be the first for defending chairman or chairman. Listen wetin Fatima na him say this. He say not all election is about money. Two, the money you all have wasted fighting a single man should have been used for better things in the party. So look at this thing. Two things. They spend lots of money for campaign. They as well put the pauperistic attitude of fighting. Kuskas. It just tell we say, it confirm to we say, the pauper idea is all about fighting. The pauper cabal. You get her? So the pauper by force this now one nine for B. Nine in expose so deliberately and civilized one. Let me go down. He say, but that's not fine. Minister, parastatal, and gangster all put together a beat una all. Take note. One day I see a post will be stream the APC convention. Somebody go there where they say they work na MCC or whatever, MCCU. And then they say this person then at the finance department. This person they make a whole issue with them say, where you na public servant, you not for the mixed and politics. Listen this thing now. Let read and back say. He say, but that's not fine. Ministers, na utinande. Parastatals, utinande. And gangster, all put together, it beats them all. You get that? This is not the first lady they talk about a minister and parastatal, head of parastatals, then departments and agencies them. Yeah? And then commission them. As well, they talk about gangster within the pauper. All of these now the three sorts of people them we make the pauper cabal. The minister, the parastatals, and then what? Gangsters. Are the three sets of people in this we make up the pauper cabal. You get the joke? Good. So let me see. He is chairman now. What are you going to do? Are you going to disown your district? No, it's not possible. Then just get for day. About my warrior, I congratulate you all the way from the USA. I am with you, my dear. Good. So I hope you do understand what it try for say. Very sorry about that. I hope you try for understand what it say. You get him? Link this now to that man just now. And deliberately listen back what the man say at the top of the program.
Fambude unado mina Maria Johnny from Kundru. Nadia born Nadia day. Once of 10, let me say March the 7th we begin election, chairmanship election. Nadia I get this damage. We did that election day. The first day for the election, Alara 9 for the second day. Then the man there, the other to with the Kormajin, na did they come out, they can't hear fed Pawuna Punru, they come for born with on. Now my request strike for let that on the no born. Now did I get this damage, the court cut me hand the all.
Who's kind mortal man we go behave so to in company? This thing they inside the blood of them people here. You see, you one old company because una get misunderstanding. You take in hand. You make her like this. All the one you pull all thing. The other one, God help him, almost left. Half. When you see this, you just remember at the time where they how they call her AFRC, RUF guys them been there, waiting them be they do. Waiting different from this. Then it not go far, you see waiting Fatima talk, it confirm just waiting happen so about the 3 sets of the power people them. The 3 sets of people will make up of the power. And then you get the gangster, you get ministers, and then what? You get the parastatals them. The 3 sets of people that will make the power cabal. Now you don't see waiting them they talk about power inside SLPP. These are the power cabal where they talk so. And guess what? Instead not left out so just that this candidate to incandidate. Or this candidate and young candidate against the other one them. This the whole first lady they talk about things them. Anyway, if that be the case, we move. If we did together, please as you come, hit for with the like button. Okay, let the like button they go up. Make sure say if you not hit them yet, you hit the like button. If you not ever subscribe yet, please consider for subscribe. Turn on the notification bell with the word all. If you get interest by all of what we talk so, it means say 90% of what we talk about get for do with the ruling government, the government of the day. 10% get for do with the opposition and other things then. So if you get interest in all of them things there so, please consider for subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We're lovely family members them as always. Not forget, hit the like button. Let me get 100 likes as we talk so right now. Because now we go inside the word where Paupa, sorry, not to Paupa, me uncle is say, he not a lie. Anything we talk, he do am. Well, for make a go inside the thing, how they call him, he justify waiting a really the try for talk. Now he go back inside a manifesto. But these are 2 things. The manifesto is say if anything that the way he no don't do, waiting he could do at the end of the day, he could defend that. We nothing at the defense, and that's now COVID. But before we go inside boku talk and just talk, we like going into the real business. Let me go quick. If you don't watch some of them, we don't watch the whole video, but we decide for take small part of the video, and then we come up with this particular one where he come and talk about the different things them where he say he don't do, and he say one of the catchy word them ain't not a lie. And amongst this, inside these same statements, that he talk about the COVID. Yeah, he say he need to take excuse, but remember what he been talk. They come to that and they don't watch this one quick. They come back just now.
To get it from the horse's mouth. I will attempt to at least bring to light some of the many things we are doing to make Sierra Leone a better place and to keep our pledge that we made to Sierra Leoneans. And the manifesto we presented, which is the social contract, which was what was made public to the people, and which was on that basis that I was elected. I think we have done and covered quite a lot of that. And in future, I want Sierra Leoneans to hold us responsible to the many things we write and say that we will do. You have been used to not holding your leadership to account, and that's why you've had a lot of idle leadership in the past. And that's where we are lagging behind. Because once you grab the power, you have no means to check us, to hold us accountable. But I want to be accountable. And that is why I will challenge you by the end of my term to go through my manifesto and take me to anything. Tell me what I have not done, and I will tell you give you a plausible explanation, not excuse, if I've not done it. But you're going to find it extremely difficult. So grab your a copy of the manifesto, because that was what I put out. We are beginning to be recognized as making progress. We are beginning to be recognized as a decent nation, liberal, progressive. This was not the case 3 years ago. Of all the many leaders in Africa, Harvard could have chosen somebody else to give the keynote address. But I think it is not by coincidence or a random pick. It is deliberate, intentional. So I'm really here to talk about leadership, especially through difficult times, COVID-19, and how we have been able to register progress and not use COVID-19 as an excuse for not moving our country. No excuses. Yes, COVID is pressing us. Because of what we have done, we have been able to call back, to attract, to gain the confidence of credible international actors, the World Bank, the IMF. Because of our investment in human capital, the prestigious American Millennium Challenge Corporation, Millennium Challenge Corporation, yes, we are eligible as a nation, which means when we finish our compact, we can actually have up to $400 to $600 million grants to go into Australia. That is the American government saying, yes, this group of leaders are doing the right thing. They are investing in their people. They are opening up the political space. I don't think there's any more vote of confidence that is bigger than that. Sierra Leone has never had such a grant. Under my leadership, and in less than 3 years, we have been able to win the confidence. When you used to gossip me, you say, I will not come to America. And that is how bad we are. I lived here for 7 years, and I tell everybody I don't even have a traffic offense. Many of you have speeding. If nothing else, I didn't get any. But here we are today. Some people wanted to deprive the country of this type of leadership that I'm giving because they knew it was better. And my contribution was not only to introduce democracy back, but to start a process that brought about peace. So it is not always about money to win elections. It is in fact not about money. I will not pay you to vote for me. You have to be convinced, and that is what happens. We are talking about millions of voters. How do you pay them? Spoke glaringly that yes, this is a pair of hands that you can trust this country at this point in time. So, I have not betrayed their trust. Talking about the death penalty, it has been used so often in that country to silence the opposition, to silence certain individuals. I said this will be a thing of the past. Even my own party members did not believe that I was taking this off our law books when I can use it as an instrument. I said it is an instrument, but it's not an instrument for me to use. And I will make sure it does not stay an instrument for anybody to use. If you can't stand the heat, don't go to the kitchen. But if you're in politics, you should be thick-skinned. You should know how to communicate what you stand for and convince the people that you are not just talking, that you mean it. So when they say, at the top and at the do because I don't have to lie to you, I will only tell you those things that I can do. Even with resource constraints, we are still continuing to develop.
Yeah. You catch him? You catch him? You understand what they say? What they say? I don't have to lie to you, auntie.
From the horse's mouth.
They say no one for lie to you. It only the talk, wait ain't no say it they do. Lord take the last way begin, and no one for lie to you. I only the talk, waiting at they say. The statement of you, the last sentence of you, tell me if not two on a lie. Lord begin from there. Now two on a lie. I really want to see what you think about them. Let pick up my computer and see what you think about them. Yeah? Let just pick them up and see what you think. Because when you begin for assess something, you look at everything, every small word, you get for make sure say you take note of them. Good. Alright. There we go. Let's see what they say. Let's see who that's fast enough for say. Yes, so okay. I just want to see if the last statement first, if not two, honest with himself on a lie. La begin get you comments, yeah? I go really want for you from you. La take that statement they alone na lie. It say they talk something way they do. And no one for lie. That what they force na lie. Why I say na lie? Number one, na him been tell we say then they make the Lunge Bridge. They don't give we pass almost date, ain't it? It don't happen or it not happen it. Good. Now him been tell we say then the count bakery. They don't make out, they don't make it. Good. Now him been tell we say he go give we total free education, including bag, shoe, uniform for picking them. It don't ever happen 4 years ago or it don't happen. It not happen or it don't happen. Okay, now him been tell we say every constituency go get junior secondary school. Yeah, every ward go get primary or junior secondary school. It don't ever happen or it not happen yet. And him been tell we say every district go get waiting, go get science lab. Yeah, for picking them for go school. It don't happen or it not happen yet. Now him been tell we say, now just the first inside the free education. No. Now him been tell we say, under the free education, it go make sure say they picking the all day one shift. It don't happen, it not happen yet. So tell me if this man really honest with himself or a honest with the people of the country. Then he say, ain't no one for lie. Yes, but it don't lie. And no one for lie, that is true, but he don't lie because he not get option, but for lie because he not able to do the things. Now them been tell we say, not go into the economy, then go hit the ground running. From where they hit the ground, then they run or they don't fasten. Now them been tell we say, the bread and butter issue, then go make it easy. Everybody, the bread and butter issue, then go take care of them. Tell me, from where they come to now, waiting WHO say, and not say the bread and butter issue don't triangle 4 times past waiting a meat. Good. How you call Landy? Now true or a lie? Now him been tell we say 2018 a meat raise 200,000 from 60,000 where they left farm in 2007. Now almost for rest. It improve them or it make it go harder. That again, now true or a lie? It been tell we say the corruption business, then they fight them to the highest. But I think say he talk one sensible thing. He say corruption go fight back. Not knowing that way he say corruption they fight back, it means say now then self get for make corruption fight back. So again, in the era of corruption, he really don't fight them or the corruption they fight back. He talk true or he talk lie. You name them. Name them for me. Continue for name. La left that side. La go upside. It say accountability. It say the system where they meet, then they try for make people and go able for hold them to account. And again, let people wait normal at the end of in first term, it go able for anybody can take the book and ask her any question page by page. If you not do it, go get for explain. Ebo, waiting this man been talk. Let remind you of something. Maybe you the mistake certain things them because sometimes they find for remind certain people them of something them before ever we they go forward and talk certain things there. Like how with this small clip for you, let you hear something. Yeah, because it tell like say this man every day he get in your game, he get in your reggae, and he know waiting and waiting is supposed for do for let things them go out there one time. He say, listen, waiting make a wank out this thing for you. He say, waiting, if I can't wait, you open the manifesto, and then waiting at Telona another day, I go explain it. Listen this man.
This government every week they get explanation. Every week something they happen, we pass them can explain. If they reach tell people and they fed up.
Okay, so you get that, Tenti? I just count that one day for you. Every day, these people they explain. So if it go to the manifesto, what do you think say then go get for do? Now explain back. And he say they not use COVID as how they call them as waiting call them for me for as excuse. As I they talk, now so the inspiration they can for laughing things them for you. Okay? He say they not use COVID for take excuse. All right? Let we see something. If I go get this, I hope I get them. You know then yeah. But yes. Hold on. Like out this one quick here. Let's see something.
Statistics matter, and that's what I don't do. If we look some of them, rest from 235,000 to 360,000 for bag. If you look pint oil, cooking oil, from 3,500 to 6,000. If you look rest per cup, from 1,200 to 2,000. The one way hits me heavy, then there's a way.
We knew we were going to meet with a very difficult situation.
700 to 4,000. So when you look at why I choose them commodity, and I don't think and they man they go every day, go buy in the market can cook. Some man they cooking one cup rice plus all this nine, the whole family, 5-6 people they eat. So when them price here begin jump, so it means that the poverty hard. And yes, they don't raise salaries of people, but you know they keep pace with the price inflation of them basic essential commodities here. So times are hard.
This expectation not alone, now we get for change. Nobody not the change economy overnight. As a nation, I want to make you understand one thing, that there is no quick fix to national issues or problems. If we want to bring happiness, it's not going to be in 2 years or 3 years. With COVID, we don't take already 1 year. We know the meet, we know the, as we talk, we go for cover, we know the whole world come to a standstill. But what we don't do is, now forgive hope, say, what we say we could do, we don't start for do a lot of them in there under very difficult circumstances at the time, at this particular point in time. You cannot.
Okay, so I deliberately count them for you small. It tell we just not say, not use the COVID as excuse. Now tell me, and now this person tell we say, no one for lie. And not they talk anything we not they do. And not they lie. It tell we inside that statement they say, not they use COVID as excuse. Waiting a talk inside here. We did in a very difficult situation. And COVID they make with this, COVID they make with this. Now they make with this, they make with this. Not to excuse you use them as so. Think forward and move forward. Forget about COVID and tell me how best you don't work for let the economy go develop. So again, I ask the question and I deliberately want for the see that to go again and again. Is it a lie or not a lie? Is it a lie or not a lie? Okay, so let we move. Yeah, I've been just one for get you done with that one day. On the area of accountability, of course, that's also explanation. Let's take go inside parliament. When you talk about accountability, the term where Honorable Tawa be one for all the Ministry of Information accountable for the Salcap project, waiting happen from the highest point. The speaker call Honorable Tawa, he put him down, and when Tawa, then waiting happen, then put him at the back seat. When Tawa resign, then put him at the back seat. He did it for some time, past this Ben term, where they don't make it waiting. And now when Tawa they talk, he very conscious of waiting they come out of a word, a mouth. In as much as he still make some small Tawa say he go talk, but me and you know say not to how he been there when he be really the think of waiting in the think. You understand? You really understand? So this na the accountability part where we they talk about. Where this man say he meet a very way, but in one for make him let it look that kind of way. Let's take on to the death penalty. The death penalty inside the country is say the people them, you know, other people them they use them for silence certain people them. Take note. So wait up, you don't pull them. You don't pull them. But guess what? The last person we ever use them inside the country now that Tijankaba. And Tijankaba, yes, now the last person we use them. And we all know waiting be happen, we make you use them. You understand? It been there inside the book under the last government. But guess what? Then we get what they call moratorium. We then sign. Yeah? Then agree to international protocols them. They not ever use them. Ever they not use them. Ever. They not ever use them. But they say other people and use them. So maybe you want to refer back to Tijankaba when the last person that they will use them, well, some of we get sense. Okay, so we move. So that other side they back, I ask a question. Maybe you go right or maybe you go wrong. But then they back left to you for let you able for determine waiting there. But when me know, waiting me know, apart from Tijankaba, nobody no ever use them. And nobody no ever use them for silence any politician. Nobody. They not ever put any politician under death penalty. One day I not say them. One day I not say them. Now only one time me see, and basically when you talk about treason, when you say the try person for treason, what that they mean? It's either it go live or it go under the same thing where they talk about. So and other than the only person we attempt for use them. Now in the normal go term inside treason. I stand to be corrected. Now let we go. Let me go before. And they talk about plenty money and MCC. MCC, the last government, the same way now so they hear back. Then go to, then say they miss. They nearly pass the MCC, forget compact, this and that. They reach to that point, talk boku. Yeah? They failed the MCC. Then waiting. Now we don't go. How many months now? MCC still the watch. And still they talk about the tension where this MCC be get. It not get right now. But thank God they still make reference to that. At least remember we say MCC day. And they talk about 600 million. But the question we are going to ask now, waiting and go do with 400 and 600 million. Because we don't spend almost $1 million where we don't even know how it go. So who side this money go? How it go benefit the lives of people? We don't even know. We not even sure. Now election the council, if you say that people are in case for give money for meet up election, pape, banga light, if you able work fine for meet up next election, something then go give. Or after the election, if you win, then go give. But apart from that day, let we left down there. Okay? It talk say they provoke am say no they go US. But some people and they don't commit plenty traffic offense with it. But the thing now where I think the difference, there is not to traffic offense then we talk about. They talk about domestic violence and other things then. Yeah? So now two different things, the gravity. Now two different heavyweight standing. Anyway, we left that one day and let we move. Yeah? I just be one for no more. A small bit no more. If me uncle they talk true or it a lie. Based on all waiting it talk. It they talk true or it a lie. Not on me talk I just try for bring no more. Waiting it talk compared to waiting it been door ever they talk about. So I think say na down there. Anyway, if you did with me, you follow the program, you like the program, continue for share. And if you not hit the like button yet, please hit the like button. Yeah, as we start minute waiting. We don't get 97 likes. Please, we need 150 likes, yeah, before they done the program. We're not done there too. We're not done it. But guess what? From this kind of bump talk when this man don't talk so, if I find out say some people them, I don't know if not all man, but I find out say some people them really not okay. Some people them vex. But this musician tell we say na all man vex. I don't know why I know say na all man vex so.
Are you ready now? Are you ready now? And it's your boy Brandon. After the first 5 years, then go campaign we for make we come vote them back. After the same 5 years, then go campaign we for make we support them back. So get ready for the next 5 years with the full man them get for votes back. Palakrabu, that's bell full for team up na line. Get ready for the craze, get ready for the Palakrabu. All man vex, who the kind way how man then they feel man them no they gladdy. All man vex, who the kind way how man then they think man them no they feel well. All man vex, who side the country they go? Say we how the country they go. All man vex, 5 years still we no go. Una tell we wait till we for no. All man vex, who the kind way how man then they feel man them no they gladdy. All man vex, who the kind way how man then they think man them no they feel well. All man vex, who side the country they go? Say we how the country they go. All man vex, 5 years still we no go. Una tell we wait till we for no. All man vex, then get a weed. The wire so then don't get a weed. Then change power we, then change power we. The wire so then don't change power we. Then criminal mind and briefcase speak boku grammar and make like people where you know. Then they forget the people we put in a power they die of hunger. With then tribal war we know they done. Then they got their gun kill people where you know. Then this is advantage from people where people come out for talk their
Alright, all man vex. But after I hear this man they talk about, this musician they talk about something. Say thing the money then they talk about the anger and they talk about other things. Them. If that be the case, let we move to something else. We're still inside this in campaign. Listen here, this man here is focused on one thing, not for develop the lives of people, but for money. How he go able for get money for do certain things. Them. That's not the most important thing. Oh my God, I think I don't miss them all. Now he really concerned about. Really concerned about that one day. So let me see. Okay. Before we come to that last one day, let's take this. So I will use this as an opportunity for go back into my archive and get something out. Okay. So if that be the case, please, if that be the case, let's just get you one short music and get this particular clip. Because I see this man here, so Sidom na, how you call this place here? Sidom na UN, General Assembly, and then waiting they do. It is talk about different things them where they call in success, but in not they ever talk about the thing them when are the challenge of the people. You understand? So you ask question now, how best you want for address the issues of people them. But first, before we come with that day, as way for just cover up the space, let go find that thing there for you quick. Listen to this one, we be not begin listen to. But they come back just now.
Statistics matter. That's what I don't do. If we look some of them rest from 235,000 to 360,000 for bag. If you look pint oil, cooking oil, from 3,500 to 6,000. If you look rest per cup, from 1,200 to 2,000. The one way hit me heavy, then there's a way ask somebody, say the cup pepper from 700 to 4,000. So when you look at why I choose them commodity, then I don't think and they man they go every day, go buy in a market can cook. Some man they cooking 1 cup rice plus all this night, the whole family, 5-6 people, they eat. So when them price here begin jump, so it means that the poverty hard. And yes, they don't raise salaries of people, but you know they keep pace with the price inflation of them basic essential commodities here. So times are hard.
This expectation not alone, now we get for change. Nobody not the change economy overnight. As a nation, I want to make you understand one thing, that there is no quick fix to national issues or problems. If we want to bring happiness, it's not going to be in 2 years or 3 years. With COVID, we don't take already 1 year. We know the meet, we know the, as we talk, we go for cover, we know the whole world come to a standstill. But what we don't do is, now forgive hope, say, what we say we go do, we don't start for do a lot of them today under very difficult circumstances at the time, at this particular point in time.
You cannot run any country or even an organization with a battered economy. So we knew we were going to meet with a very difficult situation, and we were equally prepared. We had planned for victory, and so when we got the victory, I selected J.J. Safari, whom you just mentioned, to lead my team of economists for economic recovery. Have they done a commendable job? Yes, I would say. And that is why they are still there. If not, they will not be there. What did we do? We have a lot of resources. We have not managed them properly. And therefore, we have been dependent on the support of donor partners for a very large extent. And we need them. They are allies in our fight against poverty, in our fight to surge forward in development, and the rest of the activities we are engaged in. We needed to win the confidence of those allies. So what did we do? Well, we made a commitment to them. But I must say first that they had left this country already. Why? Because we, as a country, the former leadership was never listening to them, and there was poor economic management, high inflation, huge debts. You to take over a country like this. So with all of that in mind, we decided we were going to do what was necessary for economic recovery. And one of the things we did was to, one, gain the respect and confidence of our partners. And we engaged them, made a commitment to them with certain reforms, and we engaged with those reforms, and they later realized that we meant business and we were committed. So the IMF came on board, and in the review by the board, they accepted a 3-year economic reform for Sierra Leone, economic program for Sierra Leone by the...
Let me continue. I like the thing where this man they talk, in as much as not to down there one for can talk about, but they talk about again the confidence of the international community, and now this make they don't gain respect, and now they don't come on board and they support them, and that's the last government not they listen to them. That's why make them cripple the economy. But in as much as the last government cripple the economy, the hunger and everything not as difficult as much as this one. That yes way they talk about not be as difficult as now. Yeah, so it then get all the sabi, they get all the know-how, they get all the might, they get all the money, they get all the support from international community, but yet still, people they cry more past any other time in the history of the country, apart from during the time where we brother and sister them been there. Okay, not to that day I really want for let me focus on. Let me move now and go to this particular one. It will appear on the Zoom call and then it address the UN General Assembly, okay? Let me go now and listen to what it been say, yeah, through this.
You have the floor, sir. Welcome.
General Assembly, Mr. Secretary General, Deputy Secretary General, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank the Secretary General for convening this second SDG moment to highlight inspiring SDG actions despite continuing COVID-19 pandemic. The unprecedented challenges of COVID-19 have further exposed nations to heightened vulnerabilities and to rethink delivery on SDGs. Mr. Secretary General, Sierra Leone's Medium-Term National Development Plan is our nationally owned roadmap for building a society that is cohesive, secure, and just. It is aligned with the African Union Agenda 2063 and the global SDGs. It prioritizes human capital development, and we have identified SDG 4, quality education, and SDG 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions, as our accelerator goals. Those goals remain pivotal to the transformation of our country, and my government remains fully committed to their implementation. Our commitment to deliver on SDG 4 is demonstrated in the increased budgetary allocations to education, free and inclusive access to quality education in line with our policy on radical inclusion, policy reforms, and infrastructure and other developments to support education. In spite of COVID-19, school enrollments have increased. There are higher student success and comprehensive safety indicators. Families are saving in excess of $500 a year per student, and completion and retention rates are also up. On SDG 16, my government is operationalizing the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. There is expanded nationwide access to justice, and the Legal Board Aid continues to provide free legal representation to unserved Sierra Leoneans with a 93% increase in service rate from 2018. Government is working with civil society actors. We have repealed the seditious libel laws and abolished the death penalty. In spite of COVID-19 challenges, my government will continue its work on strengthening governance, deepening the decentralization, and streamlining domestic resource mobilization through our integrated national finance framework. We are using science, technology, and innovation to simplify governance, financial management, and procurement systems. Mr. Secretary General, let me conclude by reiterating the call for partnerships and cooperation to deliver on SDGs in order to achieve the future we want and to ensure that no one is left behind. Thank you.
We thank the President of Sierra Leone for his intervention, and we now proceed to pre-recorded statements from the Presidents of Zambia and Zimbabwe. Take a look.
Okay, so we don't get that. Then we move. We move now to something else. I'll take it one by one. I'll take the last part. I be tell you, say, most of the things them where this man focus on narrating. Now how he forget money and then full up outside and get for full up. Interestingly, then people here get researcher. Then get people where they research. Any side where they find out say the UN and other international bodies them they put copper. Now that side they prioritize. Any side. I bet you tomorrow. Right now they cry angry. If tomorrow WHO say they don't get big money for fet hunger, you see where they prioritize hunger. So may God. As they talk say, they get almost million or billion for fet hunger. It did it. Now they tell the say with governments they try for elevate hunger by 2000. These people are not for go angry, this and that, just for fend way for the money can. When the world they go towards girls' education and other things, them you not see what they do? Free education. You not see one after the couple this be intense, then go raise couple because they want lay candle. Anything, or any side who say money they na they then they prioritize. And you get right for telling me say I lie your brother and sister. But just watch, read along the lines, and see all of them project the way they don't go with. All. Any side where you see them put strength, money they. Then get them people and the way they live on. The only concern who say money they, who say money no they take can serious. So all of what they do, so they say the human development, the human capital, the human this nonsense. All waiting and concerned about now how for make money and how for fill up them pockets and for meet up where then they go. Trust me. Let's go inside waiting if they talk. He said that they put more budget. Yeah, for the quality education. More budget, but difficulties stay inside the system. More budget, but the government, the teachers, then they cry about them backlog salary. More budget, but better materials them, no day at the school them for the picking them. More budget, but the SS3 where they go the number for take the work, teacher not they teach them. More budget for buy the books, waiting free, how you call this thing, school feeding program, the rest all lost zik, like tin and solna plazas. More budget, but they not ever put priority in how them for do them. I see them say they use technology for the finance. For create small websites and then create where they put 1-2 information them. That is the technology. That is the technology. Thank God they're able to give we picking them this year, then give them where they know we will pay. That's a good one. Technology indeed. Let me move. It's make sure say it don't make access to justice they all over. So what me go say? I go say access to court, not to access to justice. Because when they talk about justice, it means say the justice for be justice. The law for be for everybody, not for one set of people. So indeed, now access to court, not access to justice. And the court self now the court building. Every day the how they call them, the chief justice they make how it uplift the face of the waiting. Now Arata and I run after magistrate na court. Arata, he run after the magistrate na court. Kailaun, I think Kailaun or Koinadu, one of the two. Arata run after the magistrate na court. Not to one who Arata them. You do understand what they talk? This is not the access to justice what they talk about. When person they na court, yeah, because of in political influence, because of political influence, they win the case, or because of political influence, and not able for post nobody not able for win them. And then because of political influence again, you get the one way go take na pareba or go na waiting. Say he pull bottle. Now the justice than the access to justice. And then they can tell about they say, I don't know if they say justice delay or justice deny. So access. This is not access to courts. He continue for talk say, they don't repeal the seditious libel law. That is true. But he failed for tell them say, when we pull the seditious libel law, we call cyber, where we can call cipher. We're stronger than the seditious libel. And not talk about them. And not talk say the IMC law right now they determine whose radio station where they perform and whose radio station or television where not they perform. And if the IMC feel say you not perform during that year, the way you go renew your license, they know they renew and back. And waiting at the performance what they talk about. If you not talk good about the government, if we na radio or television we get so, we know they ever renew your license. Never. Because we talk waiting, no one for year. The only one where they will renew the license and the one where they talk, all waiting they want for year. So you understand? This is not the access to justice what they talk about, and the repeal of the seditious libel and they count cipher. The cipher will give the minister more power. The cipher will give waiting anybody can just jack and jill say get a warrant to go do something by you think them. And it determine waiting na waiting and waiting. All kind of things they inside the cyber. But it never they talk about them. It not go ever talk about them. A left for talk about them. And then you feel say if nothing will be good, this cyber, and not they talk about them, all waiting it feel say good in their own interest, and they talk about them. But waiting it they use for oppress and suppress the opposition, and not they talk about them. Remember waiting the VP say? The VP say if Ernest Bai Koroma not stay out of politics, then go treat her like opposition leader. You know what that mean? Don't forget, don't put Ernest Bai Koroma out of him. It means say the mentality we then get opposition leader then for treat them bad, opposition leader for always dey inside jail, opposition leader for smell the rat at every point in time. We see wetin dey happen now. Kamarimba na one. Paulo Conte, you see how your own case been go now. God help him. In boy use that for score political point in the how you call him. Marabi Omi uncle. You see the Queta and the others. So you see, you don't understand? But for all the talk where it talk, what's that end? It end pan bigger. Waiting with they look for partnership and cooperation from the UN and partners. Now they get for end. They look for partnership because now they begin look now say, okay, we open any project, any kind Jack and J project to Nagona Kanomobra. We waiting. But the project then they can't underground, we not they feel anything. We not see it to nothing we not see. Nothing. And at this same paper, I mean tell we say we trust the process. So. But it's like say, par the trust always and the tell we say trust the process. Now then self back, they squander the progress of the process. So at the beginning wonder now, waiting at this thing, where then they talk about, waiting at this thing, or who say all the money they had to go. Because this paper, where they tell we say trust the process, now this same paper, then they squander the progress of the process.
Papa, you been tell we say that we trust the process, but man, let's call out the progress of the process. Wearing suit and tie, man dirty character. Thief man they all a thief, now this system better. I, whoa, yeah. Papa, you been tell we say make we trust the process, but man, let's call out the progress of the process. Wearing suit and tie, man dirty character. Thief man they all a thief, now the system better. I, Rasta man, me know every cock and bull, me represent green, white and blue. That's what me have to do. Then me do what I dirty, then no it make you settle.
And then jump inside, then don't dirty and back. Thief man they all a thief, now Uda now we for believe. Now the wrong side life, we they live so. Somebody they ask if this one now the latest on the ongoing UN General Assembly. Of course, my brother. If not brother, let's see. Well, I don't know. Melotifa kitchen. I don't know. Well, now the recent one where they go on. Now where they go on. And this one, sure, pretty sure not today. Let's just check for you. Today, duam. Please just give me some seconds. Let's say you almost hour. Yeah. Please just give me some seconds. Yes. I just want to be sure of waiting at they say with regards to the timing, yeah. So you go know exactly, yes. Do this thing about 8 hours ago. So now today, duam. Yeah. President Bio addressed 76th UN General Assembly. Now you watch so GG's now. Okay. So I just want to make sure say you get the thing done. Fine for one. Fine one. Okay, so if that be the case, I think the last thing where we go to, I would just want for we take this last thing when I report, where basically some of you go to watch and but now like a summary of basically the things them will happen na the APC then convention, the thing that will happen na a summary, yeah. So this one na 98.1, then put them together and then we decide for use them. So credits go to 98.1.
Yes to the adoption of the Constitution, 918 votes. So, Mr. Chairman and Leader, to present to you again the new Constitution of the All People's Congress Party, the final draft.
In name na lawyer Ibrahim Soye, the chairman for the APC Constitutional Review Committee, been they announced the results where they use for adopt the new APC Constitution. After the APC party been lost the 2018 general election, the National Reformation Movement NRM been take the party na court for change plenty party in them. We been there inside the 1995 APC Constitution. And inside this year, one member na the APC party, Alfred Peter Conte, self been take the party na court for make the court look inside the selective clause where the party get and other bad thing them where they inside this constitution. The judge for this case, Justice Adrian Fisher, been will say the party for set up 21-man committee we make up of different people we been take the party na court. And this committee their role now for make the APC party all different constituency election then at the country where them people for vote as delegates for make the APC party adopt the new constitution. This be make the court, the APC party, together with the Political Party Registration Commission, been picked September 17, 18 and 19 for make the APC party hold their emergency delegates conference na Makeni. For sake of waiting the court be rule, make Sunday September 19, then delegates here been agree for make the APC party get the new constitution. After, we then be don use the 1995 constitution for over 25 years now. Where him be the talk inside this delegates conference, the first term president, when are the chairman and leader na the APC party, Dr. Kroobay, starts first for say, he not glad the way na court order the APC party for make them go hold the national delegates conference.
I'm very sad that as a party, a court, I go make we should also as a political party. This, not the APC we inherit, the APC we inherit, they let out serious labor. Now one next or two next, the third morning, they will not resolve them. We for able to talk to we say. We for able to resolve the matters them to we say. We never reach the point where in this they say, power avogona court. That's not the APC business. They say APC na Kalbante party. But inside that Kalbante business, we know say it's about the future of we all the pipe down and move forward. I've been telling the 21-man committee where Teacher Content Group been there, the Big Six been there, all man been there. I said, they come to this convention. Because me no will come preside over a convention when a court will order me for say what I for say. But also that because of the bigger picture of the APC, and they can say, no, let all things done, I will come.
As na APC member them me take the party go court for make the court look inside the constitution problem where they say the party gets. Dr. Kroobay being called the different people and wait and say, don't they cause the plenty plaba? Where don't they happen at the APC party for long term now?
I want one or two members of the NRM program NAPNA. One or two members of the Big Six can't up now. Teacher Conte can't up now. Sam Sumana Romandan can't up now. Samura Kamara Bonoshi can't up now. Now which will they come through? You know what you make at the show now, all them problem here at this party, now they are responsible. And you know all the students, when I go watch them, if after this convention, anything go wrong, believe you me, success, I will lead a jihad. Where to go against any other man. And the party they tell me, I say, we don't tire. Let me now move politics. Now I'm on this party.
Dr. Kroobay say the new constitution where the party don't get, not they give advantage to any member where they team up for flag bearer position na the APC party.
The constitution will not a position for make other flag bearers to get advantage. The constitution now for make we able manage yourself going forward. The constitution is not about an instrument. I don't tell you to say will I let them or not I go at the go. If we put saying as some Kosonko, I will determine the leadership of this party and not go right. You know, I can tell people and say, what will they do this thing here? When they holler, when they do this, when they prolong me stay. I really want to go. But when somebody go crap in that, they say, no, if I go, and that person in whole set will not get votes today.
The different people we been carry the party go court been green at this conference for end the plabam. One part them people here we been carry the party go court na Alfred Peter Conte, where in representative been the talk, na this be happen na the all.
We want a modern constitution. This na Alfred Conte in your message.
As na den dey in charge for CC, APC party conduct all in constituency election then and self-adopt this new constitution. The chairman for the Political Party Registration Commission, Abdullahi Bangura, say APC party go according to the thing them where the court tell them for do during this delegates conference.
On behalf of the PPLC, for such a statement by appreciating the 21-man committee, we the court set for ensuring they organize this conference where we come to today. I still publicly say the 21-man committee don't comply strictly under the watch with every letter and proof of the order we the court give. And throughout this process, every agreement where we reach, the 21-man committee will communicate to the Secretary General if they don't be complied fully.
But wetin are the new thing them? Where they inside this new constitution, where the APC party don't get now? See the Yaya Tunis, now the acting publicity secretary na the APC party.
The diaspora, we decide for consider them as a region, and give them some added privileges because of their contributions and the importance of the party. The one major thing we all man be the cry for, when at the selection clause, the delegates themselves agree that they enough for the inside the constitution at all. And one major thing will happen are the women. This 30%, the party don't put on now in our own constitution. We go ensure say we allocate 30% of appointed positions to women.
I've been talked to the different delegates them, but waiting and think about this new constitution.
My name is Honorable Kroobay. I'm a member of parliament for youth now. Well, the process as far as everybody just observed, including you, the process is very, very peaceful. So according to the draft, you will not be included in the NAC. And there is no way you will get a NAC where members of parliament them will not be represented. And as magnanimous as the chairman of the conference proposed and were carried by the whole house, let the leader of the party in parliament be representative of the MPs at my level.
Yeah, I'm Mahmoud Bobokago, like a company BTK. I'm the Deputy Secretary General of formerly APC National Youth League. Well, a lot today for young people, especially the first article we would already amend from youth to young, to National Young People's Congress instead of APC National Youth League.
Then delegates here end up call on member them na the APC party for unite and push the party go before. With support from Mange Mansae for Radio Democracy.
Alright, so that's now be waiting happen where they do a summary of all the 3 days where the all days the delegates conference. Well, plenty words them they come out, Well, other people them they say one of the reasons we make them stay at the conference for let them come vote now because them be the time for iron out some things them. We hear plenty things them. Amongst them, we hear the issue of the NRM. So some people it's our say then they treat them this that. You hear the issue of Samsumana. Well, then they say now on confirm something because we still waiting. We attempt now one time for interpret waiting and say, well, for read waiting and say, not for interpret even. But we get people who say, yeah, we not experts, all man are experts now about constitutional. We wait for the real interpretation. Well, according to what we understand now, then say the conference them say, you know, you hear from media, who then say the one that inside they say, the NAC no get right for reinstate anybody where they don't pull that kind of way they wait until the delegates conference then they say and understand better but I get for attempts for read the constitution one but not to now they keep them for them the time they reach I read one side where they say the NAC if they drop somebody otherwise or waiting na in get rights for reinstate them. Well, I don't know, the interpretation at times it can be different but until we wait for see, because we see one thing we make plenty people they jam it together now because of the issue of Samsumana. we na the biggest now, na the gun and other things them. Of course, we dey wait for see now. Then get for go back in the courts. We dey wait for a waiting will be the word from Fisher. We na the possibly they in charge of the case. Now in court this thing day. We dey wait for a waiting Fisher go get for say. And until we reach to that point there, I no go. The only thing we I go get for ask now, APC don't really ready. They really don't ready for come together. We not go see anybody break away again. We not go see any aggrieved party them again. We not go see reoccurrence of court case again. These are the questions them will they ask. Why are they ask all of this? Because the time when they go finalize the constitution first of all, yeah. Now that day they don't talk fine, they don't sing fine. Just this kind of thing. There is victory for them. They don't sing, make. Way old man like APC. At the end of the day, by the time they marry, they say, boom, court case don't come back. The one that where the shinka themselves inside this party, them bokulek. So whether they're not ready or not ready, I still wait for see until me see. Then get a flag bearer. Now my opinion, no. Until me see APC get flag bearer. Then go to the election. Nothing no happen. Then I know say they not ready. But until that time day, me no say they not ready. It. I know say you go say, no, piston day. No, they sit down back. Now how we had with it. We not they wish for anything bad. But the question where I still they ask, where you get for answer, and them as the stakeholders get for answer, they not ready. Because even as we the talk, so we get other small rumor the way they go on that gun, Small things them about this not gladdy, this not happy, this not this don't spend this don't that, and the losses. These are they tell you now every day. Politicians them always care about themselves, not the people. Because at this time, if they really feel say they want for doing the interest of the people, and the people they suffer, they need for forget about the internal selfish business and think of national the bigger picture. But as it is now, they only care about who that for rule, who that for pick, who that for this, how this for thief, how this for loot, how this for keep, how this for bills, how this for buy mutuka, how this for sending girlfriend going under. That is what they are focusing on now. Because if not to that they focus on, by now, then for don't see say, then for now, then they think bigger picture when at the country and puts the people on top of the agenda. But if every day they hear this, if this not going to court today, that they go tomorrow. If that not come so today, that they go. Then don't ready or they not ready yet. This is not the question where me they ask. Now me they ask. Well, a lot of the word is APC not the change. Everything from the undemocratic election, waiting selection Munku styles. Well, that is it. You see, so people them differently get different things them for say. People them get different things them. So we still wait for see waiting will really get for happen. We still wait. But you're waiting honest by Kroobay say the Munku politics. But me the transformer instead of I say Munku, I they talk about the thief politics because at the end of the day now waiting then they benefit themselves no more. Talk and go, talk and come. Sometimes the way I can think of something me at the one. We don't they suffer for too long. From 60 years, 60 almost years, we people and don't suffer under them politicians there. Look, who stand this at the see the party then be the talk see somebody in the and the financial somebody don't they from Sheikh Steve in term I hold me aid. You imagine no more now? They don't they handle certain thing from Sheikh Steve in term a shake. Certain thing and they not to party in a problem. And the individuals. Not them, not the problem. But again, we the people them, now we get the biggest part of the responsibility. If we vote for any person, it can make Allah keep away. We left and back to go second time. The why we give it first time na small. The way they give it na conduit mama. Now they give it second time. If Salon begin to like the voting system of America, where Donald Trump people and feel say he want for divide the waiting, he not get the country and at being he want for bring one kind of system. Waiting happen, they not root tank come out. Let we see what thing will get for happen. You know they foul. This is not 22. 21, 22, then they can just as 22 don't cancel, don't begin see the heat of the election. By the time you say 23, all thing not done. Because they already say that July the election get for Apple. No, wait and see. Yeah? Until that time they come, I want for tell una plenty thank you for una don't share, like, comment, and always they be part of the program. Please, if you still get interest in that kind analysis here, that kind things there, so way we they do so, please continue for like the program and continue for always the following. Continue for the following. Okay, I just see start when they say 29 likes. Okay, we get very well 25 more likes for log get 150, and plenty of people still they watch. So log get the 25 likes now. Now no greedy we go. If una like the program, una motivate we look come back. Because sometimes they honestly we can tire, but what we remember una with the run cam. Elect we let small bit to must cam. Elect with the first for the equipment them we must cam. Pass no more WhatsApp Gary now no go able cam. So if you self they appreciate the program, hit the like button and give me 150 like. Now you know what they ask for right now. 150 likes. Plenty people still they watch. Hit the like button for we. Share the program. More and more. Okay. I want to say Kale too. Thank you very much. Okay. For your support. Thank you very much. I don't ask yourself if I for call your name or not. But anyway, thank you very much, Kale too. For your support we give, we appreciate them. Please, anybody want for support we, you welcome. We still need plenty other things. We people them when they watch we, they really love we. We love una more, now that make we do more. We get 131, 133. Okay, let we go. 150. How much left? 20 almost left. Or almost left. 17, eh? I don't know more so. Yes, 17. So let we go now. 17. More likes for Lego, the 150. 17 likes more. We get 133. 17 more, please. Thank you. Give it 17. Thank you. I like that. Let's check me other fambolem. Now, Facebook. Let's see how the likes start like. Oh my God. Facebook, they give the game. Then get 90 with the watch and get 103. Facebook, they on top of the game. Una, thank you very much. The APC party constitution is above everyone in the party. Guys, I wish them good luck and all the best. Okay, thank you, Sembepie. Greet Baibuye. Hope he is doing well. Yes, Baibuye gets light in that. Sembepie, keep up the good work. Keep up with your unbiased analysis. Thank you very much. APC, you know the change from the okay, I don't know that one. Job well done. Thank you very much. Sidiki, Alusainda. Okay, I don't get that. They'll go over and see if my family get something. Now Facebook, YouTube. 11. How many more? 14 more. Yes, 14 more. 14 more. Let's see few messages where they come. Papani Kambara say thank you, Sembepie, and God bless you. The Madabio guy is a liar and has been since inception. Or dash. Okay, now this make I not be saying quick. Somebody YouTube them be Olam. President who must be put out. Okay, la no continue for read them, but he didn't have everything already. I'm gonna say okay, wanna thank you, likes please. Yes, likes 11, almost likes not left. 12 more likes please for go 150. Now the likes no man I don't hold me so now. I don't done the program. La confess, I don't done the program from today. La they get phone number now to now the comment section. Okay, let's see. Samura Kylie say na he make the passe lay the all waiting come front of the people them so that any ala take place. Now then people go now then go blame. Okay, no problem. Lucretia Ban, they say it's become like rubbish. Court is not for this type of political case. Okay. Well, the court, I think, then therefore interpret any constitution. That's why they go to the court. And so we all say. Let me see. Adam Kamara. Yeah, you late, eh? Okay, let's see. Waiting. Mahmoud Kagbo. Weird. I love this program. I'm watching you live. Thank you very much. Let's see. I still wait. He left 10 more likes. Thank you. He left 10 more likes for Logo 150. As we reach 10 more likes, so I go. But if I don't try to go sleep, but una give me, una not hold me now. Una give me 10 likes, please. Last see waiting Alusain Eskamaya says, my brother, this is common in every group or organization. Not everyone will satisfy with what is going on, but at the end of the day, the party constitution is above everyone. That is true. That is true. But because we see that happen inside the SLPP self, not all man be like Marabio, but at the end of the day, then try for eye on the waiting. Oda come out, that follow, then follow. They reach to the point to sign in this today. So I can always tell me brother say, not to this confusion, as long as they get chance for contest in the election, not to this confusion go make them no win. Because I don't see how they happen. And as Kroobay in confusion, a win. Marabio in confusion, a win. So it not necessarily means because of confusion waiting. But still, they not underestimate the power of the kind of small things there. So it make the people they lost confidence in them. That's not my opinion. Although that again they make them get sympathy. Well, maybe now that strategy. I don't know what's in the APC really they after. That is why I ask see they're really serious or they're sober. They're not ready for liberate people or not. Let we know. I think it's not just that. Let's see if we get a few more messages. Then thank you very much. 8 more. Yes, 8 more. No, don't go come 11. 8 more. King Lawrence, Sierra Leone need good leader. Yes, just like how caretaker Bio say, we need good leader. We need leader where get the country at heart. That's not exactly what we need. Yeah. Let's see other. Okay. 9 more. Yes, 8 more. Yes, 6 more. Thank you very much. 6 more likes. Now give me the likes button and not give me one of the kind. The first thing one for they do. One of they watch the program and hit for the like button, please. Then they hold the sign. It motivate we. It make we they get inspiration for talk and being something. As you can observe just now, as I be see the thing them. Now I make I be go and fend some small video them for cow time, so you be able for understand what to do talk. Because interestingly, what we do for now, we not like for talk. We the talk. But when we talk, we want for back them up with evidence. And the only evidence we get, now waiting and talk. So now like we talk, waiting and talk. You understand? So it's very difficult for let somebody tell we say we the lie. The only thing you go tell we like somebody constantly can tell we say we had APC. Now that nobody will get for tell we. I don't get problem with that. And not say I can talk this again and I repeat them today. Most of you now where they so right now where they support APC. If APC can have power, I not say tomorrow I not go like we. Una no go like we because we they do the same thing. As long as if they not do it right, we do the same thing. So una no go like we. Now una bargain for the country we say we are SLPP. That could be cool for we. Yeah. But anyway, let's move. Yes, thank you. LF6. But okay, una finally give me the 16 still at the go. Okay. I can't play one music. This music where they play. If the 6 not come, now for you now the dedicate them. If the 6 not come, now the dedicate them for. But if the 6 can I dedicate them for now. I dedicate them for the one we get them. The one we get them. Papani, you are too diplomatic for these guys. Tell them exactly what our opinion is so they can know what our opinion is. Okay, yes, I know Papani, but some word then they can come very harsh. Interestingly, that you comment say we send so YouTube be olam. Na me accept for lay ashram because I not be read them. Where I begin read the top, I think say he waiting. So I just waiting them. Yeah. So certain words in there we not for the use them. That's why YouTube said the olam. If you watch some people in there, then they send them comments and but it not go show. Because some words in there then they put in between and not the work. Yeah. Now that I want for let everybody know. Now I make I tell una lay una able for no say na this thing na the real thing. Yeah. Thank you very much. He left 5 more. Papa Nina the thing that they try for be like me. Diplomatic small. Sometimes they punch somebody in the face, they smile to her and say, hey. And they feel like, well, it is feel like, but it is no more. So say, you know what you understand what I mean, eh? So now the thing and they now like arata they eat your food. It they blow you. The way you mask now begin feel the pain. Not so for the deal with them people there. The only tell for make them feel the pain now when election come. Now for the fun them find let them feel say everything is cool. When election come they feel the pain. Now make if you watch all waiting at the evidence with the count them one by one. Yeah. So but the only thing we can tell una say una continue for listen very well. In your opinion, who do you think is better to lead us in the future? From the APC party? Me, I don't know. It left to the people. But honestly, yeah, in my opinion, I know of somebody where I feel say get cool record. I don't know, but not to my own decision that day, and I don't know. So I'm not going even to continue for say. In my opinion, me say I'm mortal man, na the only person that day, and not to the party, na the person, the individual. Now I feel say get a vision. But waiting on a party decide, that is up to una, yeah. The only thing no more, party go pick flag bearer, but the people go pick president or the caretaker. You understand? So I go still reserve my opinion and just analyze things as them dey. Now that's not the only thing we me feel say we go do for now. Yeah, 4 more likes. 4 more likes for La can go. 4 more likes. Yes, it start being the cons for me. 4 more likes for La can go. Thank you very much. 4 more likes. Okay, I want to dedicate this music for now, but I need to go now because I don't try. It left 4 no more. The way we get music now, for go to music. Trust me. If not, I take a bio anywhere forget the music now, then they go to. Yeah. But if not, I get her, I need to go now for nobody because I'm not saying I don't know the way to. I need to go now. 3 more likes, yeah. Now my uncle get the music. Now I had the plan for ma. 3 more likes, 3, yeah, 3 more likes. Then why then suffer we? If then suffer we, you go do protest votes. Yeah, no can begin to tell we say they suffer we. Wait let the time come. Because sometimes they say for the studio, so I don't talk. Me hate all the arts. Oh my God, me hate the arts. Oh my God, me hate the arts. You know, is you 1 more like, yeah. Okay, would that be the golden 150 likes? Low wait for see. Golden 150 likes. Yeah, this na game now they play so. Would that go be the golden 150 like? Let's see YouTube golden 150 like. Would that go be the golden 150 like? Now $1 left to start me 1. Would that go be the golden like? Yeah, Papa Nia, I see 150. Boom. It not go to 150. Oh. Why Papa Nia for see 150 before me? One person don't touch and back. You don't come out. I beg you will last touch and so touch and back play candy. I beg, do ya? No mistake. You be don't eat time. Left and no more. Thank you. No eat and 2 day. Wait, don't eat at 1 time. No eat and 2 day. I beg. I 1 time will eat for the day. Yeah. No, not for the day per program. So the 1 person they count. The 1 person. This person I want you 150. But if you say we add. Oh yeah, good. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you, country Sierra Leone. Where we can call we add until we meet up again in another beautiful 151 in another beautiful audition of a program we call We Are. This is not the song we are go left with una again. Where we call Because of Fatima, the pardon fake we.
DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salon.
You say you save we from 2018 where you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people in they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country down. So Fatima, he they make the people suffer. Oh in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima. No day na the bone for Fatima. He kill the bopuna because of Fatima. Oh pape take a key for Fatima. I woulda walk and say we na this because of Fatima.
But pape why you know the rule we find? Mind you not for save we you been signed. Every day you they fly. And you left the people and pan cry. Go why for peace so? Now we been say yes, now we say no. The people and this gone if you don't know. 2023, you the pack.
I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you the lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you the thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he they make the people suffer. Oh in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. Oh in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take a key. Oh in Fatima, I woulda walk and say we na this because of Fatima. Marabio, see the pikin and they cry. Marabio, see the people and they die. Marabio, see education they die. Marabio, everybody just say Marabio. The people and don't know say you they lie yo. I I say Marabio, the people them don't know say you the thief. Oh, now because of Fatima, you know the rule the country fine. For Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he dey make the people so. For Fatima, hey, now because of Fatima, job no dey na the bone. For Fatima, kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, Opa Pete come in. For Fatima, now who the who can save we na this country? I say Marabio, the people them don't know say you dey lie. Yo, I say Marabio, the people them don't know say you the thief. Oh, now because of Fatima, for Fatima, now because of Fatima.
Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All waiting you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you the support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.